before we get to the Iron Farm, I want to do a promotion of the Minecraft Bedrock Discord community. And this is a small sample of the large Minecraft Bedrock community. These are some of the Discords that I find useful, and hopefully you find them useful also. This is by no means the full Minecraft Bedrock community. However, these are the ones that I'm members of and or lurk in. So I wanted to give them a little promotion because I know an iron farm like this will get a ton of views, and we could all do a little better job of supporting the Minecraft Bedrock community. Up first, advanced automation. Now, for total transparency, I am both a member and an admin of advanced automation. However, it is one of the most friendly, most active, inviting Discords that you can join. It is highly technical. However, we also allow new members to join and play on our realm. You don't have to be a YouTuber to join and play on our realm. You just have to be a technical person. There is an application process, but even if you don't want to become a member, there are a ton of technical things that you can learn from our community. Up next, analyzing Bedrock. Now, analyzing Bedrock is a little different than most Discords because it is mainly about code digging. It is run by Rufus Atticus, and if you know who he is one of the premier code diggers for Minecraft Bedrock. It is where a lot of the external tools are developed. It is where we discuss JSONs and bugs and fixes and all sorts of things related to code. I highly recommend it. Even if you know nothing about it, simply reading the chat will... There are times where I sit there and read stuff and it just blows my mind. Up next, Bedrock. Now, I will admit I'm mostly a lurker on Bedrock. I'm not a member. It is a great community. Everyone there is super friendly when I do post. They produce great content. I cannot say enough great things about Bedrock. I am especially enjoying the Chicken Block series that Fizz Cannon and Sint are doing. So if you enjoy great content, you should join Bedrock and check out all of their videos. Up next is Dead Duck. Now, I'm going to put it under D for Dead Duck. However, the server is actually titled Mindtech. And the people who produce content on there do really great content. This is a smaller Discord. However, the content that Dead Duck and Jake Elite produce is top quality. They have answered a lot of my questions about audio, about video. You will not find a friendlier place to hang out. So I recommend that you join Dead Duck Discord. Link for all of these, of course, are in the description. Up next is Dr. Jan Cyan's Discord. Now, a lot of you will recognize him from a lot of my videos. Dr. Jan Cyan is one of the best mob farmers in all of Minecraft Bedrock. And I don't say that to exaggerate at all. This guy, you will learn a lot about mob farming from him. However, his Discord isn't strictly technical. There are technical aspects to it, but it is a really friendly place where you can just hang out and almost be as weird as you want. From time to time, everyone decides they're a doctor. Things get really weird. He made a map called Weirdtopia. It literally broke some people. People took time off of Minecraft because it broke their brains. I highly recommend this just because it is something different than you will see on any other Discord. TechRock. Now, TechRock is one of the oldest technical Discords that you will find anywhere. And when I first became a technical player, this was the first Discord that I joined. I am now a member of TechRock. You will not find a deeper well of knowledge anywhere across Discord, and probably not across the entire internet for Minecraft Bedrock. So, if you are looking for a place to learn, I recommend TechRock. Now, the next one on the list, there is no logo that I'm going to show. I didn't get permission to show their logo. However, next time I do this, if they want me to show their logo, I absolutely will. But I'm referring to Truly Bedrock. Now, these guys make very high quality videos. Their audio is great, their videos are great, their content is great. I know several of the people from Truly Bedrock: Guy, DB, Slack Lizard, Prowl. I know a lot of these guys from Tech Rock, and their content is great. If you're looking to be entertained, technical stuff, whatever, check out Truly Bedrock. I hesitated to put them on this list, but everyone should support all of Bedrock creators, even though these guys are insanely popular and don't need my little channel promoting them. Last but not least, Exploit. Now, I'm a member of Exploit, and Exploit is about pushing the limits of what can be done with Minecraft Bedrock. We are a relatively new technical Discord. So, if you are into what can be done rather than what should be done, Exploit is for you. This is the place where we discuss game-breaking bugs, we push it to the limit, portal farms, just whatever. Whatever is on the leading edge of tech, you will find it on Exploit. So that's what I recommend if you are into that, is joining Exploit. Welcome to my 1.16 Minecraft Bedrock stacked iron farm tutorial. As you see behind me, that is correct. That is 10 functioning iron farms in a 4-chunk simulation distance. As you notice, the stone layout is a 4-chunk simulation distance. And this is possible due to some bug fixes in 1.16. However, we will get into the mechanics and what made this possible and the math and science behind it in a separate video. This is a block by block tutorial, and it is going to be long enough without having to get into the mechanics. So let's get into it. Now, before you start building the iron farms, there is going to be a lot of prep work. This will include breeding villagers, gathering materials. I do not have a material list for this. I will not be providing one. You can just don't ask that in the description or anything like that. I will not be providing a material list. It is a lot of blocks. There are going to be a lot of temporary blocks. It is going to be a lot of blocks. That is what you need to know. These are the simple iron farms. I did provide a material list one time for that. I will look that up and I will provide that. And then you can multiply that by 10. If you choose to do the 4-chunk simulation distance perimeter, I will not be providing a number of blocks for that. I will provide a material list for each individual farm though. Just know that it is a lot of blocks. I cannot say that enough times. I don't want 50 comments going material list. Can you make a material list? How many blocks? No. Just no to all of that. Alright. Now, like I said, it is a lot of blocks. Let's jump into just the bare perimeter. If you are unfamiliar with what a 4-chunk simulation distance looks like, this is what it looks like. Each one of these squares is 16 by 16 blocks. If you are on mobile, if you are on console, and you don't have access to chunk border resource packs, there is a link in the description showing a slime chunk finder. It also will show you chunk borders if you type in your coordinates. If you are on PC like I am and have access to chunk border resource packs, by all means use it, because this will need to be chunk aligned. This is what a 4-chunk simulation distance looks like. It is 9 blocks across each direction. It is a diamond pattern with the tip cut off. This is what it looks like. Okay, now that we have that under control, let's jump into the farm. As we slowly wait for the chunks to load in for the render descent, what I have done here is, you see that we are at 148. Now, it doesn't matter what Y level you build this at. In fact, I built the bottom one a little too low because the collection system is underwater. However, I've already built this chunk border outline and I'm not going to change it. It was a whole process that took, I don't know, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. I'm not doing it again. So that was at Y148, and this is at Y63. And for everyone doing the math at home, that's 85 blocks. 85. 8-5. So that's what yours will need to be at also. Now we need to talk about the placement of the farms. Let's start on the bottom farms, actually. Now, like I said, I have chunk border resource packs on. You may or may not. So from the corner of this chunk, if you are playing at home and not using a chunk resource pack and you're using the slime chunk finder, you will mark your outline out like this and then count in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then on the 17th block, you go up one like that and in. And then 16 more blocks. Now, because I am using a chunk resource pack, I did not count those at all. Just know that's 17 blocks. We will do 4 layers of this. Now that we have four layers of that, we will go down. We will go down and out 1 block like that. We will do 16 more blocks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that should be 17 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We made a mistake. 17. And then do them all the way across. This platform should be 17 by 17. Now you should have something that looks like this. Now, notice how this is 4 wide here. We're going to do 4 wide all the way around. Once completed, it should look like this. Then what you're going to do is count in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you're going to punch these out. Now we could have placed magma blocks here without punching them out, but it's far easier just to build the 17 by 17 and punch them out later. Then comes the tricky part. Now that you have your platform finished, it's time to add the collection system. 1, 2, 3. Come out like that. Since I'm underwater, I'm doing it like this. Block right there. There is no problem with rails and stuff being waterlogged. If you want to do this underwater on your world, that's up to you. I suggest you don't, but I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. And the collection system is complete. Now, we need to do this 3 more times in each of the cardinal directions. And then we need to do it 4 more times up at the top. I will not make you sit through that, through the magic of editing. And because I am so nice, I didn't make you sit through the construction of all of those 8 platforms. Now, for the center farms, we will construct them a little different. It is now time to find the center chunk. And if you do not have a chunk resource pack, once again, wow, the frame lag in 1.16 is something serious. I apologize for having to say that, but yeah, it is atrocious. Find your center chunk. Once again, if you are on console or don't have a resource chunk pack, use the link in the description for the slime chunk finder. Find any of the corners of that middle chunk. We are, of course, at Y63. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Then go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And then fill this square in. Now, once you have a 17 by 17 platform, you will come up and out by 1 block, and then 2, 3, 4. And then you will go all the way around, just like the other platforms. And you should look something like this. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come to your corners. Now, I don't think I showed this when I built the first farm. But as you can tell, I built it that way in all the other farms. Then do 2 high right here and right here. And all the way around. All right. Now your platform should look like that. Let's do the collection system underneath. And most likely you will not be underwater, but you might be. And that one is that complete. Now build the upper one 85 blocks up at the same Y level as the other ones. I will not make you watch me build that. Do it just like this one. However, do it at Y148. Now, once you have the final platform built, it should look like this. It is now time to start bringing in villagers. You will need to bring in 10 villagers for this upper farm and 10 villagers to the lower farm, the center farms. We are here in the center platform at the top. We need to build a small platform that looks like this. It is 6 wide and it is 7 the other direction. So you'll add 3 on this side and you'll add 3 on this side. 2, 3, just like that. It needs to be 1, 2, 3 blocks. 2 blocks underneath it, and of course 1 block deep. So it will look like 7 by 6, just like that. Once you have your platform of glass built, and this can be any block actually, it doesn't have to be glass, it can be dirt, it can be anything, because they are just temporary blocks. Place down a bed, bring in your villagers. He will link to the bed, he will get in the bed, place another bed, another villager, another bed, another villager. With increased lag is increased time for villagers to claim POI. If you are on a laggy world, it can take a slightly longer. No nitwits or babies for this farm. So if your world is laggy, it can take longer for villagers to claim POI. Keep that in mind. The 1.16 is extremely laggy. It has frame drops. It has all kinds of problems. So please be patient with villagers, even though they keep being nitwits for some reason. When I want a nitwit, I can spawn 1,000 villagers and never get one. Alright, now that you have your 10 villagers, a row of glass all the way around, that doesn't seem right. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is correct. I guess I miscounted the platform here. All the way around like that. Pull out your workstation, place your workstation down. The villager that it belongs to will get green particles. Place it down to them like that. Then repeat for the rest of the villagers. Just like that. Don't get in a hurry, because if I place and then placed again before he joined it, he could join the second workstation. So be patient, take your time. Your patience will be rewarded. You see that? How both of them popped up now? Oh, it's daytime. Okay, back to sleep, guys. You do need to be rather quick about it. Do you see how he can't pass mine across beds? That's a real problem. And of course to him. All right. Then we finish this off with glass. Now, this isn't like previous versions where you would place glass here. Because in 1.16, they added a, let's call it a feature, where you don't take suffocation if you wake up with a block above your bed. And it also applies to villagers. So simply skip 1 block and place these blocks where the villagers' heads would be if they were standing up. This will cause them to not move around so much. so that they don't get lost and can't get back to their bed. Because you saw how that one villager didn't pathfind back. I had to push him. So when it becomes daytime, they wake up, they don't move around too much. When it becomes nighttime, back to sleep. And that's what we want to see. That is the ideal version of this. Simply add 10 more beds for a total of 20, and this module is done. Now, we are not spawning cats and we are not spawning golems, simply for the fact that I have mob spawning turned off. That is simply for the video, and if you did this in survival, you would have golem spawning very quickly. As soon as these villagers worked, you would have golem spawning. Now, I have that turned off for the video, but in your case, you will see golem spawning rather quickly. Break all of those temporary blocks. Break that bottom one. Now that our villagers are in place and everything is set up, the module is complete, we need to build the kill system. And it's very simple. It simply goes like this. You've seen me build it before in many of my other iron farms. It is simple, it is effective, and it is the best way to kill golems. You can use drop shoots into lava. Occasionally, golems will get caught on the lip, and I don't prefer that anymore. It still is okay method. This is just a little better. There's nothing wrong with using a drop shoot down to hoppers with lava blade at their head. It works. It is like I said. Occasionally, golems will get caught on the lip though. Place your lava. Get you a couple of buckets of water and just go to town all the way around. Of course, if you are in survival, you place a bucket here and a bucket there, and it creates a infinite water supply, and you collect here and just keep placing all the way around. So you need 2 buckets of water to finish that. And that module is complete. Now, we did this on purpose. We built the central one on purpose because now it's very easy. You will do the same thing right here and bring in your villagers to this point. Wow, somebody shut the lights off on me. That was crazy dark. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened. I need to break all of these workstations and start over. I sorry about that. That was totally wild. All right, once again, glass. And it should look something like this. Then we add the lava blade, and we are done with the center portions. All right. At this point, you should have two functioning iron farms that look just like this. Now comes to the tricky part. Come here, build the glass platform like you did before. 1, 2, 3 blocks, and then come out like that 2. Come out to this side 3. Then go 3 right here. 1, 2, 3, and then 3 on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay. Now make a. These are all temporary blocks, and it doesn't matter if they're glass or dirt or stone or cobblestone or whatever type of blocks you would like. You are going to need to come out 3 chunks. So you can do it either with your coordinates or you can count the blocks. I know that I'm going to need to come out 48 blocks. So 48 plus 8 is 256. Now, if you want to go a few extra, that's more than fine. And what I'm going to need to do is build a safety rail just like this. Because we don't want our villagers falling down. And once again, these don't have to be glass. They can be any block you want. Now, what I need you to understand is we are bringing villagers in through the nether. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh God, we don't bring villagers through the nether. You've said that 1,000 times. Don't do that. Things have changed in 1.16. It is now safe to travel with your villagers through the nether. It is not okay to build a village in the nether. However, it is safe to bring them through the nether, assuming they don't get killed. So, have your villagers on the other side of these portals in the nether. Have your 10 villagers standing here waiting for you. Bring 2 of them into the overworld. Make sure it's nighttime. It cannot be a nitwit. Where is my sword? That's right, nitwit. Get on out of here, buddy. I am going to go kill him simply because I don't want him coming back and forth between dimensions. Oh, we're going to stand in the portal where I can't kill you. Okay, we're going to ignore him and hope he doesn't come back. It doesn't matter how long this takes you. However, if it gets close to daytime, block these guys off to save your progress moving them forward. Place a bed. Break a bed. You can leapfrog. Words are difficult. You can leapfrog a few blocks. Place a bed. Break a bed. You obviously see what the safety rails are for so that they don't fall off. you do it just like this. Oops, I don't want to trade with you. Go get in your bed. Go get in your bed. I don't want to trade. You simply walk the villagers all the way up. It is so simple. There is no rails. There is no nothing like that. Just a portal bringing your villagers in and a couple of beds walking them up. You can easily do this part in a single night. It's not difficult. If you see this happen, and this has happened for many updates since around 1.12 point something, simply place another bed like that and break that bed. Notice that he instantly popped up. He'll link to this bed and get in. It's not a huge deal. Now you can place beds here like this. Break a bed. And most likely your villagers won't already have professions. I spawned these in with spawn eggs. That's why they have professions. Place down 2 more beds. And this time you won't actually need to walk your villagers up. You will just simply need to go into the nether, get your villagers, bring them back. They will link to the beds, and they will get in the beds. Make sure it's nighttime. If you need to pause in the middle of this because it becomes daytime, then do so. Don't go get more villagers. You don't want to do this during the daytime. This may take you several day and night cycles to get completed per village. However, it will be worth it. I obviously am flying. I can do it much faster in creative. You will be doing it in survival, hopefully. And it will take time, but it is completely doable. Like I said, you would go get your villagers, put them in a boat, drag them through, however you want to get them through the portal. When they come through, they will link to these beds and travel that distance. That is because when they come into this dimension, the only village that they are in the detection range of is this one. It just became daytime. What a terrible time for it to become daytime. I am going to lock the daylight cycle. Do day-night cycle. No. See, you have to be careful. This is harder than most iron farms, but it is worth it. See what kind of disaster could happen if you did it and it turned daytime? So you can always save your progress. See, I got a little fast there. You see that? This is his workstation. I mean, even in creative, the lag is a little noticeable, and that's why it's taking the villager so long sometimes to link to workstations. So I can only imagine what it's like in your actual survival worlds. I mean, this is a brand new world, and the only thing built in it is this iron farm. So be patient with your villagers. And all the villagers, and at this point in survival, it would be spawning cats and golems. Break all of this. Then we need to complete the lava blade and water. And just like that, this module is complete also. Now, this would put us at 3 complete iron farms. I will not make you watch me do the other 7. They are done exactly the same. It doesn't matter if it's a lower farm. Come straight out. 48 blocks. Build your portal. Bring your villagers in. Now, this portal will most likely link to that portal. So, go ahead and have your 20 villagers there. The same with each cardinal direction. I will not make you watch me do that, and I will not make you watch me do all of the rest of the villages. We'll do a little magic editing, and I will show you what it looks like completed. Now, once your iron farm is complete, it should look something like this, with all 10 villages complete. I want to talk about AFK platforms. Now, you want to ideally be very close to the center of these villages, XZ-wise. Now, halfway between those beds and the upper beds would put me at 110. However, at 110, I was not able to spawn golems in this bottom farm. So, I moved the AFK spot down 3 blocks. And depending on how you build this farm, and if you're off by a block or two, if you notice some of your farms not performing, say if that farm right there isn't performing, you may want to adjust your AFK spot up 1 and over 1 towards that. How you position these farms by a couple of blocks can determine where your AFK spot is. I want to show that I AFK'd not halfway, but slightly below halfway, and was able to load all 10 iron farms. This is 1 hour's worth of run for the bottom villages only. And this is what the top iron farms performed in the same hour. Notice that I was able to get squid and a couple of fish and some string. This is the only farm straight above me that produced string, and that is because cats do not spawn at distance anymore in 1.16. Now, I believe this is I call it a patch, not a fix. It is a patch to a bug where cats would sometimes spawn uncontrollably in villages. It had to do with villages near chunk borders. And cats would spawn, wander out of the village into unloaded chunks, but still be in the village, and the village would TS time them out, and of course then spawn another cat. And if you spent any time near a village like that was on a chunk border, you would very quickly, you could have 20, 30, 40, 60, 100 cats. Some people were reporting 300 cats in villages near chunk borders. So that is the, I'm going to air quote here really hard, fix to that issue, is that cats don't spawn at distance. None of these farms at distance out here, down there, even the one below me, will not be spawning cats. So while you are near them, they will spawn cats. When you are in your AFK spot, they will not spawn cats. If you don't see string, do not freak out. That is why. It is a quote-unquote fix for a problem. Now, I wanted to wrap this up with a couple of things. I have seen reports that people say villagers are despawning in 1.16. However, I believe that villagers are not despawning. I believe villagers are falling through beds. I believe that you are closing your world out too quickly, and I believe the game is potentially crashing sometimes. And when it crashes or you close it out too soon, I believe the villagers are glitching through the beds and falling and burning. With that said, it is a still small possibility that they are despawning. So you need to be on the lookout for that. And also, I have heard rumors that breeding is not possible on realms. I have not confirmed this for myself, but I have seen a lot of people say it. So those are potential issues with building this currently. There are not any other known issues to me why you wouldn't be able to build this. So thank you for watching. Links in the description will be different this time. They will be strictly to the Discords that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. Thank you for watching. Bye.